Hey guys, what's up? Silex here. How y'all doing? I'll be attempting, at least, a little bit of a guide here on Winding Wetlands, the wall skip. So there's three different levels to this skip. There's the easy version, the medium version, and then there's the I want to die version. This is the easy one. That's the medium one rather, because no deathing that is actually kind of hard. But that's one possibility, and then you'll come through here, um, do the second skip, which is what makes it the medium version. That second skip is no joke, by the way. That takes a while to learn the setup for, but even then, still 33-40 lap. That's better than you'll get normally. Um, this is another version, however. This is what'll happen a lot. I'd consider that the easy version of the skip, because that kill plane is like a cradle and it carries you back to where you need to be. This will happen again and again, still a very respectable lap time. Um, After I'm done lining up here. That is a 41.26, which isn't bad at all. And then there's this version here, which is what I tried to go for. You can see why that's hard, though, because if you go too far right in the slightest, you hit the kill plane. This is the bad gamer, though. I like doing this in quick race more because I can tell when I got the right part of it. That'll happen a lot as well, and with too tight of an angle. This is good. Never mind, no it's not. But yeah, that's the easy mode of it, is you just die and respawn there. Medium version of it is don't die. That was too high. I got that kill plane. Yep. One thing you're going to need to take an advantage of is brake drifting, though. As you can see, notice how my brake lights flash there while I'm driving. It's because, well, duh, I'm braking. But that'll help you get a higher tiered boost. It'll also help you with the alignment of it. This is bad. That's like the cradle kill plane. It'll bring you back to the... I guess that's like the baby version of the skip. But you still need to... That'll happen a lot too. But I guess you still need to be able to get the launch to... or get the good launch for that. I was too far right there, so you'll see I'll respawn down on the ramp. There's a lot of visual cues to this as well. Like, step one is when to start drifting, which I always do on the last plank. Where to brake is up to you, honestly. Again, I got the cradle spot, which is bad. But where to hit, I'll show after I actually get the skip here. That was good. This should be good. Yeah, okay. So that's the ideal outcome, is what happened there. Where you want to hit, though, is if you see this crevice right here that my left tire is lined up with, or that crease there, you want to hit the rock directly to the left of it that doesn't have a solid outline on the left side. So this rock that my tires are pointed at right now, this one right here is where you want to drift into. So to give an example, say you're just coming into it, right about there. And this also helps you set up the safe strat as well, if you didn't want to go for the hard mode of it. I didn't mean to drift into there as well, but that works. So yeah, you can see that's where you go for the safe mode as well. And that lets you get the watermelon switch, which will just decrease your further lap times if that's the only one you're going for. As for time gates as to when to implement this, because even like when I say like it's the baby version of the strat, it's still really hard, so it'll take a while to get used to, right? I'd say you'd want to implement that at around a 41 in-game time, because that's still fairly easy to get. But as for the other two versions of it, like the no death one, at least that way, is really easy, but that still loses like 6 seconds compared to the fast one, which I did right at the top of the video. Also, that's a cool strat you can do there with brake turning, is take the hairpin so tight. This strat there is still, I make that strat look super easy because I have hundreds of attempts at it, but it's not really that easy. Then again for lap 4. Don't be afraid to, if you mess it up, just go back and try it again, because as long as you get it second try, you still save time. Like that there, that's the fast one. This will happen sometimes when you go for that skip, but I covered that in my other tutorial. And then, yeah, you'll end up with like a 230 if you do it properly. However, I did not do it properly. I'll retry that because I can do better. But yeah, my current PB in this race is like a 1 flat something. This is good, but I got the ramp spawn. That's the second best outcome that doesn't cause you to respawn up top. But yeah. There's one thing that'll happen, though. I'll see if I'm able to get it. It's really precise to get it, but there's this one spot right by the finish line. This is probably one of the better spawn points. It's kind of high off the ground, though, so it's not the best. But there's one point. It's right near where the finish line crosses over. I'll see if I'm able to hit it or not. But it's like under the textures and stuff. It's really hard to describe what it is without showing it. So I personally, I call it what's known as the Hellevator, because that's the best way I have of describing it. And now I'm just talking too much to focus on what I'm doing. That'll happen a lot as well, is you'll think you have it, and then you'll just get frigged by the game. There's a spot right there, though. I'll try once more. If I don't get it, I'll just... a good resource for this, honestly, other than just this video, which is probably the best explanation there is out there for this, again, cradle strat. But I have 1,200 attempts of this on my most recent stream of this, which was actually the VOD for my PB. That's the Hellevator, there we go. And that's probably the best outcome. Second best, actually. I thought I'd get the double lap count. There you go. Okay, so now you're seeing how this can go so well. Because I got that twice in a row, and I had 23 seconds into the race, and I'm already 2 laps down, right? You can either continue to be an idiot like I'm doing here, though, and that'll happen as well. That's just getting screwed by being bad, and that'll happen as well. But yeah, as I mentioned, that Hellevator thing there where it kind of carries you up, there's 3 possible outcomes to that as well. One where it just drops you in front of the finish line, and the game's like, nah, you don't get the lap count. There's one where it'll spawn you behind the finish line, which is what happened there, and it'll count the lap on the way up. But there's a third possibility that I also have a clip of on my YouTube channel, where it counts the lap both on the way down and on the way up. And that can lead to, if you get that twice, that'd be a 30-second race, just as an example. That didn't count it because I got dumpstered I got dumped out in front of the finish line. This will spawn me down below on the ramp as well. So Yeah. This is coming a bit long. I'm starting to ramble as well, so I'm going to cut that here. Thank you everyone for watching. And as I mentioned, the easy strat implemented around 41 in-game timer when you're pushing sub 40. The medium strat, which is the living strat, push that for around a sub 38:30. And then when you're going for the lap skit, only do that if you're going for a sub 37:30, which is probably the limit of what you can get without this skip. Although Nacho's a god, he'll say otherwise, because he can get a sub 37 without this fucking skip. But yeah, I'd try to make this as thorough as possible. If I wanted to break down and task this and show exactly every angle that you could get it to work, I would. However, I'm inept with tasking tools and I don't have that kind of time. It's also a very heavy feel and reaction thing, so that's not something you can demonstrate in a task format. But yeah. And to anyone else who liked this and wants me to do more of these, let me know. I could do a full game tutorial, or just like a brief run through of each track, kind of like this. So, yeah, well, thank you for watching.